What's up, Scorpio? Good evening. This reading already feels intense, emotional, and full of major realizations. Somebody here is finally seeing the truth about what went wrong. And now they're starting to understand your side in a way they never allowed themselves to before. Um, this person's whole world is shifting right now. The old patterns, the fear, the ego, the excuses, the third party energy, the comfort zone they kept hiding inside of, all of it is starting to fall apart. And the crazy part is, they thought walking away from you would make things easier, but it didn't. It only made them feel like a part of them was missing. But the question is, why did they keep running from the one person who was trying to show them the truth? Why did they choose silence, pride, or fear when deep down their heart already knew you were different? This person feels guilty. They know they hurt you. They know they caused confusion. They know there are still things unresolved between you. And now the universe is pushing them to face everything they tried so hard to avoid. This person misses your energy deeply, your presence, your smile, your words, the way you saw through their mask and still tried to love them through it. And now they don't want to run anymore. They want to come forward. They want to speak honestly. They want to make things right. And they want to finally offer you something real, something stable, something they should have given you from the beginning. So trust your intuition, because somebody is going through a powerful awakening, realizing your value and preparing to return with truth, apology, and a serious new beginning. And let's get into your reading. Okay, so I feel like there's some kind of distance, like you and this person might be in separation, or even if you're, technically a couple, you aren't physically present with each other in the way you truly desire. This could mean not cohabitating, or maybe it's about not being able to see one another on a regular, steady basis. In any case, your person is going through this internal process. They're really starting to get this connection. And they're also having this realization that the individuals, surrounding them aren't necessarily positive influences. A major thing that's coming through so powerfully is this idea your person deeply wishes you knew that they envision marriage between you two. So that longing you have to be near them, they are feeling it just as intensely. I get the feeling this person is having a huge breakthrough. It feels like a judgment or a world type energy. It's like a brand new awareness is dawning on them about, life in general, but also specifically about you. And this bond, they are just so done with any relationships that don't, feel aligned with their true path. They're starting to really observe the people in their circle and think, wait, you don't actually support my best interests. However, they're processing this, it's leading them to reevaluate everyone, their colleagues, their relatives, anyone they are tied to. And this is all part of that big realization. The illusions are shattering. The persona they've been projecting, the one they convinced themselves was their identity, it's just, crumbling and falling away. Now your person is starting to admit, I'm miserable without you. I don't like this situation. They're questioning, why do I feel so much love for this person, but we aren't even physically together? This is really about this person accessing past life wisdom. Your person is trying right now, especially if they're taking some time. If you've not heard from them, just wait. But your person is beginning to understand things from your perspective, with a newer, higher, elevated perspective into what you mean to them. Your person in the past may have held you back because they felt like they didn't deserve you. You maybe made them a little bit insecure. But your person is now so tired of being without you that they want to let their guard down with you. They're tired of being defensive. They're tired of holding you at a distance. I'll admit I've compared you to others a few times only to find out you truly are You are a unique and authentic soul. I don't deserve you. See, the problem with this person is this, right? If they've been in a toxic environment, a toxic situation, naturally other toxic energy is going to be what they resonate with because that's their comfort zone. Right here, you come along and you have this bright, this beautiful, this unique, authentic soul with this person, and immediately they push you away because it doesn't feel right. That's what we do a lot of times, right? When something doesn't make sense to us, we deem it as wrong. We deem it as not okay, and we push it away. I mean, you can look at history the way that we've done history, right? Things are always changing, but change takes time. And with this person, they've compared you to other people. They've sat there and they've tried to compare, Wagyu beef to a Denny steak. It just doesn't work. And this person is beginning to understand that the reason that you are so unique, the reason that you are so authentic is because you match their soul. This person is beginning to understand, even I feel like when this person talks about you to other people, I even feel like other people don't understand what this person is saying. And they make this person feel like they're crazy. But your person is in this energy where they're like, no, I know that there's something special about my person. I know that there's something unique about my person. And I feel like what you're doing is you've illuminated this person's shadows, and just as you illuminated theirs, they've also illuminated certain fears of yourself. But this is really about transforming and transmuting this fear into love, the shadow into light, because your person is seeing constant synchronicities like your name, 1111, whatever it may be, because this person knows that union is near and union is coming. This is something that this person wants. Stop worrying about our future together. Our love is timeless. This person gets frustrated because at times maybe you second guess the connection, but that's just because this person isn't opening up. This person is not expressing how they really feel. And it's because a lot of what your person is doing is introspection on their life. It's going back to basics. It's going back to childhood. It's trying to understand, why am I this way? Why am I attracting this? Why is this happening during my life? And I feel like with your person, they want you to know that you don't have anything to worry about. They truly do love you. They know that your love is completely different than other people's. I feel like with you, you have the ability to send this person this beautiful and energetic support. You help this person rise their vibration, rise their frequency, because you have this beautiful, infinite frequency of love that's very uplifting. This is this person saying your love uplifts me because your love makes them feel a certain way. Certain relationships are breaking down. Certain contracts, soul contracts, are null and void now. And your person is now realizing, I'm not going to find anyone better than you. Why am I looking for a replacement when I have the best thing in front of me? A lot of people are trying to mimic your energy in order to get your person's attention, but the reality is you can't compete where you don't compare. You're in your own lane. When you're in your own lane and you're focused on you and you're not worried about anybody else, that's when you truly begin to glow. But you've put the effort in. You didn't just sit back and allow things to happen. You've actually physically worked on yourself. And your person is realizing that the longer that the time increases, that the longer that the time goes by, the more and more you increase. Your value increases as a person, as a soul, and your value increases to them as well. This is somebody that knows that they've not necessarily given you what you deserve, but they want you to know that your love is something so significant to them that it is completely timeless. I need you to help me understand what a divine connection is. I've never experienced such passion, chemistry that seems out of this world. It's almost alien to me. Again, it's stemming back to over here. It's like this person doesn't understand, why do you love me the way that you love me? How are you able to love me to this extent unconditionally without any boundary? You're not saying to this person, I'm only going to love you if you give me X amount of money. I'm only going to love you if you are XXX. I'm only going to love you if you do this, this, and that. No, you're saying to this person, I love you through and through. Do you drive me crazy? Absolutely sometimes. Do I want to, I don't know, poke you in the eye sometimes? No. But at the end of the day, I still love you. I still see your worth. I see your soul worth. See, there's a difference between you and everybody else. You see this person's soul. You see who they're meant to be. You see their higher self. Everybody else sees this person's 3D aspects. What can they do for me? How can they provide for me? What does it mean with boots on the ground in a very linear perspective? But your person is realizing it's more than just money. It's more than just transactions. Those type of relationships are no longer serving their higher good. They've already outgrown that. Can you imagine outgrowing something, but then still being stuck in that same environment? Looking around, going, yeah, this doesn't work for me anymore, but not knowing how to change? That's why this person is telling you, I need you to help me understand what this divine connection is. I need you to help me, point me in the right direction. Because for you, you've already gone through this elevation. You've already gone through this transition. You've already gone through this major metamorphosis in your life. And now your role is to help assist this person along the way. This reading is for people that understand a higher perspective, that understand that everybody makes mistakes. And this is also a higher perspective. And if this is truly your person, if this is truly your twin, if this is truly your divine counterpart, you take the time to understand that person through and through. You realize their actions have nothing to do with you. That also means not staying stuck in a situation that's not serving you. It's also creating boundaries, healthy boundaries for yourself, which forces this person to elevate. Here's what I'm going to deal with. I can understand why you're doing it, but I need you to raise the vibration up here. And if you don't raise the vibration, where you need to be, that's fine, but I'm going to be up here. And I'm not going to lower my vibration in order to appease you. It's forcing this person to go into a better energy, to elevate. If they love you, if they are your person, they will elevate. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, depending on whoever you're dealing with. But this person is saying, I need help. I've never felt like anything like this before. This person is sighing, I need help. I've never felt like anything like this before. This person is sighing, I need help. I've never felt like anything like this before. This person is tired of wasting time based on their ego, based on what other people think. I honestly don't know how to break away from my family's opinions and beliefs. This is somebody that has a very opinionated family, a very opinionated community. This may be somebody that everybody knows, or this may be a situation where there's a very religious factor, or there is a factor to your relationship that makes this person uncomfortable with bringing you around their family. And it can be the fact you're different. Maybe you're different nationalities. Maybe you're spiritual, they're religious. Maybe they're from a different country. There's different belief systems. Maybe your age is different. Every reading we do, there's always a factor that comes in here talking about it. This could simply be that your person was raised as somebody that didn't have everything, and you were raised in a positive household. Granted, every households have their issues, but it doesn't matter. There's something very different about this connection. And whoever this person is, they're in a peacock energy. This peacock energy is, I'm trying to blend, I'm trying to, shift, I'm trying to fit in. This person is worried about how other people would view things if the two of you guys were together. What would they say? Would they talk about us? Would they gossip about us? And I feel like your person really wants people to see you the way that they see you, but they automatically know that whoever they're dealing with, even their children maybe, or whatever it may be, their mom, their dad, their family, their friends, their whatever, their work situation, it's like they're so worried that people aren't going to see you for who you are and that they're going to judge. And I feel like for some of you, it is an ego thing with this person, with people wanting people to like them and see them in the right light. But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it's the fact that they want people to understand how amazing you are, and they feel like people are not even going to give you a chance. They feel like people in their life aren't going to be able to look at you the same way because there's some type of difference. There's something different here. This could even be that they're with somebody for a while and you're the complete opposite of whoever they're with, right? It could be that people are so stuck in the past and this is part of your person's karma that they have to break through. They have to break through those generational curses. They have to break through everybody else's ideal of who we are and who we are meant to be. I want to become better because of you. You're making your person want to be a better person. That's how you know you're with the right person. That's how you know that you're aligned with God's higher perspective. When you're with the person that makes you feel good. When you're with the person that brings you closer to God or closer to Source, whatever you guys believe in. But you're making this person want to become better. And I feel like this person has made you become a better person also because you're learning a lot about yourself. And a lot of times in these relationships, people like to pretend like it's one-sided. Oh, they're getting everything, I'm getting nothing. That's not true. That's how you know you've not elevated, because in these relationships, even during times of despair, even during times of silence, you're still in a place of abundance because you're growing and you're learning more about your spirituality. And I feel like you're helping this person break out of what other people think. Would you be able to love me as I am? This person, for some reason, feels like they're unlovable. And I think that you triggered these old patterns for this person. And the reality is this person is so tired of running away. It's like they want to be able to show you the true them. I feel like for you and this person, it doesn't matter how long you guys have been with one another or how long you guys have known one another, this person feels like you don't know the real them. The real them is romantic, caring, loving, giving. There's a sense of reciprocity here where you and maybe have been the person to show all that. Your person has that same intensity, the same mannerisms as you do when it comes to love. But this is something that they've had to hold back. This is something that they've had to wear a mask with for a period of time in order to protect themselves. So now they're sitting here saying, but would you be able to love me as I am? I have faults. I have things that I'm not proud of. I have things that I'm working on. For some of you guys, your person may feel broken right now, broken inside, not sure where to go, not sure what to do in certain situations. But your person knows that they're tired of running. They're in this energy of, if I don't try now, I'm never going to know what it was meant to be. This person is tired of watching your social media. They're beginning to realize that this connection is something extremely special and something that's worth treasuring. And this journey has taught them one of the most important spiritual lessons of all, which is, one, to follow their heart. But also for you, I feel like patience is your spiritual lesson when it comes to this person. I never meant to make you cry. Not only has this person made you cry multiple times because they compared you to other people, they put you in competition with other people, right? But they knew that you never deserved to be in competition because you were in your own lane. You can't compete where you don't compare. You're comparing apples to nuts, nuts and like, you know, you're screwing in something into like a light bulb, like those kind of nuts. Um, you know, it's like, dude, we're not even on the same page. You're nutritious, you're healthy, you help feed this person, you help feed their soul, you help this person elevate, you provide them a sense of nutrition, a sense of happiness. Where these other people, they didn't do anything for this person. And this person feels guilty for putting you in that type of situation where you had to even be against anybody else because you don't deserve that. They're embarrassed. I get like this person is extremely embarrassed by the way that things have gone because they judged you. They didn't surrender to the connection. They knew you were different, but they judged you. And it triggered them to see things from a higher perspective. And it triggered them to acknowledge the people around them. It triggered them to clear their energy. And by clearing their energy, it's bringing them closer. Because the reality is, you are this person's first true love. And this person knows that you guys are going to be together. And that helps this person keep going. That helps this person keep working on the two of you. Your person right now, take caution. I'm not a very positive person right now, but step back for a bit. Your person is going through a lot of changes right now. There's a lot of tower moments. There's a lot of moments here that are happening for this person where things are being illuminated to them. Again, they keep getting hit with these tower moments, with these major moments of judgment. Sometimes they're on the right side of judgment and sometimes they're not. But this is pushing this person because they're unhappy with the way that their life is. They're unhappy with solely trying to fulfill themselves, solely trying to fulfill their cup. What they don't understand is when your cup is filled, so is theirs. But every time they're selfish, every time they only worry about themselves, that's when God comes back and says, no, we're not doing it this way. Then they lose more. That's why they're in a place right now where they're processing everything in their life. I'm telling you, they're going back to when they were a child, and they're thinking about this in a very complex energy. I don't mean to confuse you with my hot and cold behavior. I just wake up every day with a different perspective. For some of you, you may be dealing with somebody that's bipolar or has some type of, anxiety or some type of depression that they've not balanced out. And all I ask is for you to have mercy on me. I didn't know any better. See, here's what I think. I feel like your person is struggling. I think that they're struggling to rise above it. I think that your person is having a hard time dealing with the guilt of what they put you through. I feel like your person they're having a judgment moment of themselves. Who am I? If I believe I'm this emperor, right? Then why am I over here? Look at the tower moment. Then why am I over here acting like a page? I know this is my empress. I know this is my emperor. What am I doing with my life? Why am I ruining my life for people that don't even really care about me? For people that are just here looking for a handout? Your person is in a place where everything is changing. Karma is coming because everything is changing with inside of this person. They have to get in or they have to get out. They can't have both. But I feel like with your person right now, they're realizing how significant this connection is, and you've triggered them. They want to stop running away. If this person feels like you complete them, that a love like the two of your guys's can make everything right. Look at those 11, 4, and of course 4 is 11, 11, 11, 11. I've seen synchronicities like your name. A love like ours can change the world, right? We are coming into union. This person is preparing themselves for that. All right, let's see. Why is this person going through this? What does the collective need to know about this person? Six of Pentacles. Because the reality is your person wasn't in a give and take type situation. Your person withheld a lot from you, but they were very, very focused on the materialistic possessions, the materialistic things in their life, that's what ultimately had this person stuck. It's like they're stuck in the ethers. This person is having a different perspective. They're realizing, again, with this hangman perspective, they had to balance out their head and their heart. That's the very first thing. Your person was looking at things very narrow-minded. Your person is going through what they're going through because they're realizing that materialistic possessions, transactional relationships, that's not what means anything in this lifetime. This person is realizing that they're seeing things from your perspective. With how much you gave to this person, they also know that they have to make some type of sacrifice here. Whether that's sacrificing friends, family, other people, there's something here that they have to let go of. This may even be a mind frame for this person, and this is really about this person surrendering. You know, in the Native American culture, when they would want it to rain, they would do a rain dance. So it was almost like them sacrificing, them giving something and up in order to get something better, them showing, I'm willing to, you know, take a part of me, or I'm willing to sacrifice something in my life in order for you to understand God, to understand whoever they were praying to understand that they need help. So not everything you lose is a loss. Sometimes with this person, what they're not realizing is even losses are lessons that they can turn into a sense of financial abundance and also elevate who they are spiritually. But this is a very spiritual energy I feel like your person is in right now. I also get with your person, they are watching you. You have people watching you. They're very curious, especially if you guys are on social media or if you work with one another. You have a lot of people that are very curious about you. They're nosy. They're somebody that wants to know why you, what do you have over them? Why do you have your person so stuck? I feel like this isn't even your person's energy because your person is too busy looking at their life. I don't think your person has the ability right now to stalk you the way that they were. I feel like this is an additional energy. This is their friends. This is their family. This is people that they're associated with that are curious as to what has this person so stuck? What has this person so confused with what needs to happen? Because I feel like with you, your energy is coming in as this magician energy that I'm getting multiple messages for this magician. First of all, whoever these people are that are watching you, they're like, what? What are they doing? They're doing something because your energy is coming in as this magician, but they feel like somebody here feels like you're manipulating energy, even though you're not. But they're looking at you as very magical also. But I feel like with your person, that your person is now coming into this magician energy. Once they take that leap of faith, once they have that full energy where they're like, you know what? I don't care what any of these people say. I'm going to be me. I'm going to live my life the way that I want to live it to its entirety. Once they're in this type of energy, then they go to the magician. A magician is already on the journey, but the magician has all the tools that are needed and necessary in order to succeed. Your person is in this energy where they're like, okay, I have these tools. I see that I have everything that I need in order to be successful in life. But now what? Now what? The twin flame, like, look how beautiful this is. Your person had to make a decision with what they needed to do. You're still being watched here, but honestly, it's a page. Nobody cares about pages. Not to be rude, but it's like, that's childish. We don't have time for that. We're in a higher vibration here. We're in a vibration where we've already submitted to the divine. Therefore, we've already given to God. We are giving constantly, right? Nothing these people can do or say is ever going to knock you off your podium. Never going to knock you out of your Six of Wands because you already are living in your life purpose. You're following the path that you're set forth. If you're new to this journey, you're going to get to this point. But your person is acknowledging that the two of you guys are painted, made for each other. This is an energy where they feel like you are their life purpose. They're realizing, I have all the tools to have this beautiful reunion. The twin flame and the Two of Cups, because what's next? Love, friendship, having a soul connection, having a sense of harmony, reconciliation, coming together as one. Venus in Cancer, that's a deep placement with a Venus in Cancer. But your person had to take the time to see things from your perspective. It's like you flip this person upside down, the way that they used to see things so linear. It's like they're seeing things from a completely different dimension. That's what happens when you elevate. That's what happens when the caterpillar learns how to fly. This person is sad and upset for the way that they treated you. They feel like they should have treated you better. They want to love you the right way, the way that you deserve. This person wants to step into this King of Pentacles energy and provide support, security. Not financially, probably financially too with the King of Pentacles, but it's deeper than that. This is in an emotional sense. I don't care. For a lot of you, you can provide for yourself. You don't need somebody to come over and pay your bills. You need somebody to love you. You need somebody that you can wake up next to every morning that says, I love you. Let's go get it. Let's go get the day. Let's do this together. You need a partner. Look at this. 6 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This person wants reunion with you. For some of you, this person wants children with you. This person wants to have it all. The house, the vacations, the dogs, you, the family, the kids, the grandkids. This person is so tired of waiting and being stuck in this energy. This person knows that this energy right here, this Knight of Wands energy, this fast life, this not thinking about the repercussions, drinking, partying, living the rock star life, all that's done is hurt them because they've outgrown it. See, this rock star life, it has its significance, but these are not the same person. Your person is deciding who they want to be. Do I want to rock out constantly? Do I want to live a fast life? Or am I ready to settle down and have a sense of stability, a sense of security, a sense of comfort with knowing that I'm with the person that I love? I'm with the person that means the most to me. For some of you, you guys have known each other since you were kids. You guys have multiple past lives with one another where you've repeated the same cycle, and it's like you're waiting for this person to do the right thing. This is reigniting the past. This is having a second chance at love. But I feel like with this person, they're getting ready to take this fool's leap of faith because the 10 of Pentacles is here. They want this with you. They want to move forward with you. They want to have this beautiful life with you. For some of you, they want to move in with you. They want to travel with you. They want to go on vacation with you. They feel like with you by their side, they can overcome any obstacle. And believe it or not, that's why that power of 2 is so significant. For instance, if you give a woman a house, she turns it into a home. If you give a woman food, she cooks it into a meal. If you, if you're intimate with a woman, she's able to have a baby, right? Like there's something about partnership that's so significant here. Roles reverse, whatever gender, doesn't matter. They realize that through everything, though, it's always been you. That this journey that the two of you guys are on, this is something that's destined. This is something that this person realizes is for a lifetime. This is divine intervention. This is divine's will. This is what they don't understand, is when everything is breaking apart, what they don't see is that God is really giving them more abundance than they've ever expected. But it has to let that false persona, that mask, drop. The mask has to disintegrate in order for the two of you guys to get in the same direction, in order for the two of you guys to overcome these obstacles together and go in the same direction. Your person in the past was not on the same page as you. That's the Chariot. That's two people that love one another, but one's like, I'm going to do me because we're different. Think about the Sphinxes, right? One is black, one is white. There's something different here. But now your person is like, You know what? God in the universe is driving. Why do I keep going against what God wants me to do? Why do I keep putting myself, my ego, above everything? What happens if I get on the same page as my twin? What happens if I get on the same page as the person that I love, as my divine counterpart, as my forever person, the person I meant to spend my life with, the person that's changed my perspective forever, the person I know I can never compare to anybody because their energy is unmatchable? What happens if I try? What happens if I actually take action and get on the same page? Now what? Their success, the chariot, is success. And your person is indeed thought about this right now. Like I said, judgment. I knew judgment was going to come out, TP. Because judgment is here and this is karma, what are you going to do? Your person is at a crossroads right now where they have to make a decision. Are they going to stay stuck in the past, or are they going to move forward to this victory with you? That's where your person is right now. Okay, let's see things from the 3D perspective. How does this person view their current romantic situation with the collective? Wow, the Two of Cups. You're their person. You're their best friend. You're their lover and their friend. Who could ask for more? Show me, what is this person? How does this person view themselves in the relationship? How do they view themselves, their role in this connection? How do they view their role in this connection right now? Beau. Okay, the Hierophant and the Hermit. Heavy energy. They're thinking about right now what needs to be done. They're thinking about right now, how do I make it right? They're thinking with a higher perspective. They're asking, for a lot of them, they're praying. They're seeing a therapist. They're in a completely different energy than I feel like they have been. Show me, how does this person view the collective right now? How do they view the collective's energy in the connection with them? So, Three of Cups, they know that you want to talk to them. They know that you want to see them. They know that you want this beautiful reunion. Show me, and what is this person? What's blocking this person? What's blocking this person? Freedom. They have to free themselves. This is an energy where your person, for a lot of you, one, they need to be single, but two, this is an energy where it's like they don't want restrictions. Show me, what is this person thinking about significantly when it comes to the collective? Oh, look at this. The Lovers. So beautiful. And what is this person's next Page of Swords? Be ready. There may be somebody that comes out the cuts and wants to say something to you. Just be prepared. I'm just going to say that. Take it with a grain of salt. There's going to be people, places, and things that come out of nowhere. And if it is a third party that's coming to express something, I wouldn't have it hold any weight. And show me, what is this person's next actions towards the collective? Seven of Swords, the Hangman in reverse. Okay, wow. This person is getting ready to come out of hiding. There's something here where this person finally understands, and now they're coming out. They're making some sacrifice. There's some major significant change with the Ace of Swords that's happening. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.